And today we are going to solve an issue that has gone on forever. Everybody has had at least one or two of these cuts happen to them. You never want it, but it's got to happen sooner or later. What if we could stop it? There's a couple ways to look at this. I was doing this with these blocks and they just screw in. There used to be two holes back here, but I decided every time you wanted to lean the saw on an angle, this would happen, right? You're going to want to cut that ear off. So I'm like, well, why don't you just get rid of these altogether and just put some 320 directly on the back of the fence? That would solve all the problems. Now you don't have a buildup, which is reducing your capacity of your saw. Now you don't have to put them on, take them off, or make new ones. Now there's no damage you're going to do at all to that. Now all you're going to do when you have a miter that's really laid down far is move your saw just like you used to. Nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is vibration now won't allow you to slide parts into the blade. Now with the tiniest amount of force, there's just no way that board is going anywhere. If you really put a load on it like you normally do when you bring down your cut, it is impossible for that board to move. It's just crazy how well it works. I thought I had to show this. This is something we all must do. You just cut along this with a 45 degree. So once this is laying flat on a table, you're trimming with your knife at a 45 to make sure that you have a really nice beveled edge on all your edges. That's going to make sure that things don't come up in the future. But even if they do, it's two-phase tape. It's removable. Nothing can happen to your surface. You won't have to pick any glue off. You won't have to use any solvents. This works that good. You guys all have to try this. It's something pretty simple to do. When you go to take the back part of your fence off, just take a piece of duct tape and put a thick piece of duct tape on the thin edge of your ruler. And piece of two-face on the back, and stick it to your table. Now, when you remove the back part of your fence and take this off, this will show you exactly where it goes back. And since you're going to be adding a thickness to it of tape underneath and a piece of sandpaper, that's why the duct tape's on the front. When you go to put this piece back on your saw, peel that thin piece of duct tape off of there. Now your two surfaces will be exactly where they need to be, and your bolts will drop right back in to hold your lower part of your fence. And those, you have those two screws underneath here, right? Same on the other side. Then, when you're all said and done, you simply remove your ruler and have absolutely perfection still with your back fence. You don't even have to reset anything. Although you should check it. I have done this on mine now, and I've had this apart twice. Once to actually service the saw and once to do this. It works great. I find that it's right where you left it. Snug all four down gently, and then keep doing them tighter, 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 tighter as you go along, and it doesn't move. We have no problems. If you do have a problem with that, put tiny washers, the smallest washer you can get by with, underneath each of your screws, and that'll cause it a lot less dancing around in there if you have any issues. But you shouldn't. It should have no problems at all. But now you still have your perfect saw that you always had. No vibration will ever give you a cut like this again. And you now have a much better saw than you had before. With just a few minutes time spent, you're going to be very happy with your saw from now on. You guys let me know what you think. Take care.